Whoa, Streamlabs, what's happening? Hi guys, I'm Jen of Hayantoki, and today we're talking about what's happening with Streamlabs. I started using Streamlabs in 2018, but had been following them for a little while before when they were Twitch alerts. They had made a user-friendly version of OBS using OBS's open source software. OBS is short for Online Broadcasting Software. So Streamlabs was Streamlabs Online Broadcasting Software and came to be known as SLOBS. They did say they needed a better acronym themselves, but that wouldn't come to be until technically today. So I've mentioned, but Streamlabs used to be Twitch alerts in 2014. They weren't affiliated with Twitch and didn't really make that known until 2015. They weren't allowed to do this, and so here we start a long road of look at what Streamlabs did. So let's list off a few. Muxy Cups has a Streamlabs version called TipJar. Combo has a Streamlabs version called CrossClip. Elgato came out with a phone app for their Stream Deck, and then so did Streamlabs. Lightstream came out with a way to add overlays to consoles, and then so did Streamlabs. Lightstream's promotional page looked like this, with this verbiage, and then Streamlabs came out with this promotional image that looked like this, with this verbiage. And the stuff with Lightstream is part of what helped to explode everything. OBS Live came out stating, quote, "Near the launch of SLOBS, Streamlabs reached out to us about using the OBS name. We kindly asked them not to. They did so anyway and followed up by filing a trademark," which sounds very similar to OneUpCoin.com chiming in saying, "They reached out to us when our startup was barely born about our cryptocurrency donation service with the 'let's collaborate to bring this to more people' tone," only to then take everything discussed and doing it themselves as pioneers. So their business practice sucks, and a lot of people agree. Finding out about all this, a lot of hate got sent to employees, and I feel bad for the employees. It's obvious that the company wasn't treating its employees well either, going by Supriyan's testimony, which also helped to bring out a bunch of other ex-employees of the company. With all this happening, a lot of creators are signing off on Streamlabs. Most notably, Pokimane, who used to be featured on their splash page when you visited the Streamlabs site. She said, "Streamlabs better resolve this entire thread of issues, or I'll be asking them to take my face off the platform and look to use another donation service." I'm not sure if she requested or Streamlabs just decided to take it off, but Streamlabs has made some changes. Notably, apparently the page where they took all the words, including testimony from Lightstream, was just quote-unquote placeholder text, and it shouldn't have gone up for production. It's been fixed now? Which is interesting because why would you not use the lorem ipsum thing as placeholder text like everyone else? And why would you only change staff names at the bottom if you were going to change anything at all? Ah, right, and they're no longer Streamlabs OBS, they're just Streamlabs now. They posted saying this on Twitter: "We are taking immediate action to remove OBS from our name." Streamlabs OBS is built on top of the OBS open source platform. Streamlabs OBS is also open source and our code is publicly available. We take responsibility for our actions and will support the community. Which is no apology considering they used Streamlabs OBS twice in their own statement saying they're no longer going to be called Streamlabs OBS. Nor does it address what actually happened and feels a lot more like, hey, we got caught, I guess we have to change it now. This is all quite critical of me, and of course it takes two to tango, but this is currently what is presented, and I'm interested to see what Streamlabs will do to change or fix these events going forward. I hope no animosity for the employees, especially because reading testimony from ex-employees says to me that the remaining employees aren't exactly on cloud 9. But likewise, feel sympathy for OBS for having to deal with confused users all these years going to OBS volunteer staff to complain about a software they're not even working on. I'm personally leaving Streamlabs as a Prime user. I hate changing companies, but I feel dirty right now supporting them financially, as those funds help fuel more projects like BitsJar, console cloud streaming, Stream Deck, etc. I hope other Streamlabs users can research what's happening and come to a decision on their own, but for me, this is it between me and Streamlabs. Thanks for watching, everyone!